Welcome back to the Python tutorial series. I'm so glad you're here. This is the 12th video in the series, and today we will use what we've learned so far to solve the first part of a sample Google interview question. This sample problem is from Clement Mihailescu. I will link his video and channel down below. So let's get started. We will be solving the first part of a sample Google interview question that is a tree-style question. Find the number of nodes from each value to the root node, which is 1 in this tree. For example, 9 has 3 nodes, 9 to 4, 4 to 2, and 2 to 1. 6 has 2 nodes, 6 to 3 and 3 to 1, 3 has 1 and 1 has 0. At first, this may seem like a daunting question, but instead of trying to calculate this all at once, let's break it down and think about it first before we write the code. Let's break it down by finding the number of nodes just for one number first. There are several ways to do this problem, but one thing that jumps out at me is that on the left, every number multiplies by 2. 1, 2, 4, 8, and so forth. And 2 to the 0 is 1, 2 to the first is 2, 2 squared is 4, 2 cubed is 8. Now that we have that down, we can jump into the code. We're going to want to ask the user to input a number, so we'll do that first. We'll then set nodes equal to 0. Then using the information that we previously stated, while 2 to the power of nodes plus 1 is less than or equal to number, we can increment nodes by 1. For example, if we had 2 to the nodes which is currently 0 plus 1 is equal to number, so we can increment this because 2 has 1 node, not 0. So then let's increment the number of nodes by adding 1. And there you have it. Now let's print the number of nodes just to make sure this works before we solve the rest of the program. Now when we run this, let's enter 9, and 9 has 3 nodes. So we know that this works because nodes 0, 2 to the first is less than 9, so nodes now equals 1, and then 2 squared is 4, which is less than 9, so nodes equals 2, and then nodes equals 3, then this stops because 16 is not less than or equal to 9. Now that we can solve one value to the root node, we can now do the whole tree. Let's do total nodes equals 0 to start out with. Then we can have a while loop while number is greater than 0. And then we can insert this while loop that we had before inside this while loop. Then after this happens, we need to decrease the number by 1 because we already accounted for that number. And each time the while loop runs, we want to make sure that nodes resets to 0, and then we need to add the current nodes to the total nodes by total nodes plus equals nodes. And I see that I accidentally didn't put this number inside the first while loop, so I'll fix that and total nodes as well. And when I run this, it should work. And we'll enter 9 like before. And when I run this, I get 3 for 9 and 16 for the total number of nodes, which is correct. And there you have it. That is how you solve this problem. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to follow along with this video series by subscribing and hitting the notification bell, or by clicking on the next video, so that you can expand your knowledge about Python. And as always, I can't wait to see you next time.